But for a general manager today, it used to be you made a deal at this time of year because you wanted to stay in a pennant race. You didn't consider the financial ramifications or the minor league ramifications. Now those two things often come before the final decision. Yeah, it was broken, and now it's broken for good. Miller has it. One away. That was sawed off if there ever was one.
Instant kindling right here for Chris Sabo. I swear I think it broke on the pitch before that. They didn't want to go get another piece of wood.
He's got a pizza paddle now.
That looks exactly like a pizza paddle. Now you're making me hungry. Uh-oh.
Didn't take a lot to do that.
They're going to take a look at this bat now. They see something on the inside of this. How about that? That's a stream of cork running right up and down to Chris Sabo's bat. They're going to go in and they're going to eject him from the ball game.
Or that could. Well, let's see. Ooh.
Oh, that's bored out.
There's no doubt about that. There's a board in the middle of that.
How about that?
Dan Jennings out there asking Jordan Baker to go down and talk with the crew chief Paul Emmel about something. Oh boy. Is he calling out his substance on Brian Mattis's arm?
Well, it's interesting because I saw Dan Jennings go talk to the hitting coach for the Marlins, Frankie Menachino. They had obviously seen something out on the mound. I think the discussion was more or less, should we say something? Is that some sort of substance? And obviously, with the quick 2 outs, Dan Jennings took it upon himself to bring it to the attention of the umpire.
It's going to be an awkward conversation. He's been thrown out of the game. Brian Mattis becomes the second big league pitcher this week to get thrown out of a game for a foreign substance.
3-2. Bouncing ball up the middle. A run's going to score. Anderson to throw to first. And Tommy will break home runs alive. Gonzalez to third gives Sosa his 25th RBI on a broken bat. The Cubs lead by 1 here in the first inning.
Well, this isn't
They're
good.
looking for a few more pieces of the lumber.
No, they're looking to see what's in the bat. And they want to see if what's in the bat is really the bat or if there's anything in there that shouldn't be in there. And Chip, the only time I've seen something in there is if the bat is corked. Now, as far as we know, they have just the handle of the bat. They don't have the barrel of the bat. And Grzelcyk is going back to third. And Gonzalez is going back to second. And I believe there's going to be 2 outs.
So still be a ground ball out.
Somebody said something that tickled him.
Davey Johnson asking to look at the ball or the glove, maybe, of Jay Howell.
And they want the crew chief, Harry Wendelstedt, to come in as well. Joe West is the plate umpire. Now Lasorda wants to know what's going on. And so here's Wendelstedt, the crew chief, and he and West will examine Howell's glove, with Lasorda getting a first-hand look as well.
You know, as an umpire, you have to, number one, make a decision. That threw him out of the ballgame.
Yeah, look at this. Can you believe this? But obviously they've got the evidence, because that's only a very mild protest from Tommy Lasorda.
But also,
look at this. Bart Giamatti, the National League president. Now Wendelstedt is going to take the glove over to Giamatti. And that's Ed Vargo behind Giamatti, who's the supervisor of umpires. Lee Mazzilli comes over for a first-hand look.
Kelly Gruber got his 9th. Jeff Musselman was the winner. He's 10-4 coming out of the bullpen for Toronto. Floyd Bannister was the loser, 6-9. Negro drops it in for a strike, 2-1. New York got beat. Cleveland 2, New York nothing. Tom Candiotti threw a one-hitter for his second shutout of the season. Candiotti's no-hit bid was spoiled by Mike Easler's leadoff bloop single to center field in the 8th inning. For the game, Candiotti struck out 5 and walked 1. They are inspecting Phil Niekro. They're saying he's either loading up the baseball or something, and Tom Kelly's really getting into it with Dave Phillips and with Tim Cheetah. Dave Phillips took a baseball of Gaylord Perry's to New York one time.
They're checking him all over. I've never seen him do a search like this, quite like this before.
And
he's out of there.
He's been kicked out of the game.
Well, the left-handed bats in this Atlanta Braves lineup.
Not sure what this is all about. Freddie Gonzalez to the home plate umpire, Chris Siegel, and now he's going to bring in the crew chief, Jim Joyce. This is a curious development here.
The home plate umpire is asking Jim Joyce something.
And Jim Joyce is directing his attention to Will Smith. Checking his glove, and he's been thrown out. Will Smith has been ejected. A foreign substance on the glove.
George Brett has just homered, and Billy Martin and the Yankees want the bat. Look at Martin.
Well, what they're talking about, Frank, is that he's got too much pine tar, and you've got to have a certain amount of distance from the trademark of the bat and the pine tar.
And Nettles is leaving the field as if the game is over. No, he's just coming in.
I'm not sure. They might have a legitimate gripe, and the umpires are going to get together. George Brett looking around and wanting to know what's going on.
Now that is the plate umpire, Tim McClellan, with the bat in his hand. Now they're going to measure it across home plate.
Well, I've never seen this.
I never have either.
I don't know what they're measuring. They might be going to call George Brett out.
Well, the Yankees win it. He's out.
Yes, sir.
Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out.
And he's steaming mad.
He is out and having to be forcibly restrained from hitting plate umpire Tim McClellan. And the Yankees have won the ball game 4-3. Brett is called out for using an illegal bat or with the illegal substance on the bat.
Like I said, I have seen this before, Frank, and Gaylord Perry just took the bat away from home plate umpire Jim McClellan. He's going to take the bat. They're going to take it so they cannot take it into the American League office or wherever they take it to be examined.
Well, a Yankee security person and one of the umpires quickly are chasing whoever has the bat. Jose Martinez is holding Brett. Bobby, I've never seen this in my life.
Well, I've seen players called out for using an illegal bat, but never so an important hit by a home run and then been called out to put the Royals ahead.